Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about just the next step in our integer work. It's going to be subtracting integers. So I hope you are excited because it's going to be a good lesson. Yay! Here are 6 warm-ups, just adding integers. So try these 6 out. Give it a shot. Pause now. Alright, when we look at this, remember we have a couple of rules. If you have the same sign, you add the 2 digits, plug in that sign. Different signs, we subtract the 2 digits, and then plug in the sign that's farthest away from 0. Okay, let's see how you did. If you look at -7 plus 2, different signs, which means we have to take 7 minus 2, which is 5. -7 is farthest away from 0. -5. Number 2. -12 plus -9. Same signs. We get there. We add them. We get -21. Positive 32 plus a -19. If you look at that, different signs. So we take 32 minus 19, which is 13. Which one's farthest away from 0? 32 is, so it's positive 13. -6 plus a -28, same signs, which which tells us our answer is negative. Add the 2 digits. 6 plus 28 is 34. Different signs, we subtract 104 minus 87 is going to be 17. Positive and a negative, which one's farthest away from 0? The positive one of 104, which means my answer is positive 17. -18 plus a -24, we're going to get a 42 because we added the digits. The answer was also negative because both of those start out negative. Okay, again, just get used to practicing these rules together, and then get used to it. Next, we're going to be talking about subtracting integers. I'm going to show you a little way that we can use subtracting integers just like we use it for addition, and it just kind of changes the problem a little bit into addition. All right? So looking at all of this is a lot of information, but what I want you to do is write down what's in yellow down here. Don't worry about anything else, just what's in yellow right there. And I'm going to have you pause, and then I will explain. So pause now. Alright, so if you look at this, subtracting a smaller number from a larger number is the same as finding out how far apart the two numbers are on a number line. Okay? When we subtract, it is the exact same thing as adding its opposite. Let me say that again. Subtracting a number is the same as adding its opposite. Now, what in the world am I talking about? We talked about additive inverse or opposites. Remember, the opposite of -4 is a +4. The opposite of 6 is a -6. So we're going to be adding its opposite. So if you look at this, this box right here, these numbers, all you do is, so let's say we had a problem 2 minus 3. Okay? We know the rules of addition, so we're going to change the problem into addition. Okay? And by doing that, we're going to switch the minus sign to a plus sign, so we change it from subtraction to addition, but then we have to take the opposite of the second number. So it's 2 plus a -3. Same thing at the second one. 4 minus a -5. Add, change that to addition, the opposite of -5, which is a positive. So 4 plus 5. It's the exact same thing. What you are doing is you are distributing a -1 to that second number. Okay? A -1 to that second digit. So if I look at this, that's how I am be able to change it from subtraction to addition. Alright, so all you do is you change the subtraction sign to addition, and then you take the opposite of the second sign. Okay, so let's try a few. Again, our rule is add its opposite, add its opposite, add its opposite, add its opposite. Get used to hearing the words add its opposite. Ingrain those words into your brain. Write it down. Take that written down note where it says add its opposite. Put that on your nightstand. Read about it right before you go to bed so then you can dream about it. Never forget it. Add its opposite. Add its opposite. All right. Let's get back here. We are going to see that yellow bar, so I want you to write down the subtract and then the 3 problems. Pause now. Give it a shot. All right. So if you look at these 3 problems, again, what is the rule to subtraction? Say it out loud so I can hear it. I can't hear you. Say it out loud. Louder. All right, here we go. -7 minus 4. Add its opposite. Change this minus sign to a plus. Take the 4. Opposite of 4 is -4. So I have -7 plus a -4. And remember, two signs are the same. My answer is negative. I take 7 plus 4. I get 11. Again, we're using those rules of addition that we used last time in our last video. So 8 minus a -4. Change the subtraction to addition. Take the opposite of -5, which is +5. 8 plus 5, 13. -6 minus a -3. Add its opposite. You're really going to get sick of that hearing it from me, but I'm going to say it a lot because it gets ingrained into your brains. -6 minus a -3. Add the opposite of -3, which is +3. My answer is -3. Because different signs being a negative and a positive, so I subtract 6 minus 3, which is 3. -6 is farthest away from 0, so my answer is -3. So when you change it, when you are adding its opposite, you are changing it back to the addition problems. Okay? Changing it back to the addition rules. So by doing the subtraction rule, you are changing it back to the addition rules, which you hopefully have mastered. If you haven't mastered them, just practice them at home. Practice them in class. We're going to be practicing them for the entire year. Get used to integers. Okay? Adding and subtracting integers. All right? Sweet. All right? So write the directions, the entire set of directions, and then I want you to give these 2 a shot. Oh, pause. All right. Now that you got that done, again, how do we solve a problem like this? An expression, when we know or when we have the given value of the variable, we take the value and we plug it in for the variable. Okay, so my answer is going to be 8 minus a -6. Ooh, we're subtracting. What's the rule to subtraction? Add its opposite. Add. What's the opposite of -6? +6. And we have 8 plus 6. What's 8 plus 6? 14. Yeah. Okay. -9 minus y. Y is -4. So I'm going to take that -4. I'm going to plug it in for y. I get -9 minus a -4. What's the rule to subtraction? Add its opposite. -9 plus 4. Different signs, and we're adding now. Remember, we're adding different signs, so we subtract those 2. 9 and 4 is 5. Which one's farthest away from 0? -9. The answer is -5. Again, plug in your variable. Add its opposite if it's subtraction. Okay? Then use your addition rules. Yeehaw! Alright, here we go. It says the distance from the high dive pool to the swimming pool is 10 feet. The pool is 12 feet deep. What is the total distance from the high dive to the pool? Bottom of the pool. Give this one a shot. Alright. Pause now. All right, so we have a guy. Here he is. He's on a diving board. There's the board. He wants to dive into a pool. Okay, so he's going to be diving into this wonderful pool. That's water for the pool. Okay, the high dive is 10 feet above the water. So he has 10 feet here. Now, the pool, before he hits the ground, he has to travel another 12 feet. Okay? This is a great drawing and a great way to do this. Ooh, look at that. We can't just have, there's the end of the pool, there's the high dive, here's the ladder to get up. Gosh, I should be an art teacher. Okay, so here it is. We are gonna have a diver dive down. What is the total distance from the high dive to the bottom of the pool? Well, if he started 12 feet above the water and he wanted to go 12 feet underneath the water so he touches the ground, don't you sometimes dive off the diving board, jump off the diving board and want to touch the ground? Yeah. My ears hurt, but yeah. Okay. What is the total distance that person goes or this swimmer is going to go? Well, I can do one of two ways. Okay? We know distance cannot be negative. Okay? It can't be negative. So we could find the absolute value. Or we know that if he goes down 10 feet here, and we add that to the 12 feet they go down below, you take 10 plus 12. What's 10 plus 12? 22. Now, if you answer that problem with 22, I will mark it wrong. Why do you think I'm going to mark it wrong? Label. Yeah, label. I heard it. I heard you say it. Label. Don't forget your label. It's 22 feet. So what is the total distance from the high dive to the bottom of the pool? It's 22 feet. Okay? Bingo, bango, bongo. We done. So that was our lesson. We just had to subtract integers today. We talked about adding and subtracting integers. I hope you're ready for the next few steps, which is multiplying and dividing. We're going to be multiplying and dividing integers later. But today, that's all I have for you. Okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you later. Bye-bye.